Good morning. It is 10:18 a.m. on Monday, May the 2nd, 2022. I'm Christiana Ellis and I'm sick. This is 5 more minutes. Yeah, I don't feel at all well. I suspect I will be fine, but yeah. I think food poisoning is probably the most likely. However, I did also kind of feel out of sorts more or less all day yesterday, kind of headachy in a way that I attributed to allergies, but the way that has kind of just completely meshed with my gastrointestinal system symptoms, I don't know, but what I'll tell you is that I didn't sleep well, and I'll leave it at that. And this morning, I just feel like someone turned gravity up to 2x and replaced all of my muscles with rubber bands. Uh, yeah, still just kind of not feeling good. So I woke up and still had to take the dog out and managed that okay. And then I managed to send some emails to the people who would miss me at work because yeah, I'm not up for doing anything today, even work from home. Like I can barely concentrate. Again, like I'm sure this is just if it's not food poisoning, it's a stomach bug, and either way, it's just gonna run its course. But blah, happens sometimes, I guess. I mean, not that really anything about the COVID pandemic is good, but at the same time, one side effect of being so careful to avoid COVID has meant getting sick in other ways less often, at least for me. And so it's one of those things where, some days you feel better than others, but then there are other days where you're like, nope, this is definitely, I'm not tired today. What I am is, dealing with something biologically. But so far, I'm only drinking water, but you know what? I know what to do. I was able to take today off. I will get more rest. I will drink fluids. I will be okay. I will watch something unchallenging on TV. Oh, one other note though. This is entirely unrelated to being sick, but it's what I'll summarize as the magic of people who know stuff. The other day at the river walk, the greenway along the Charles River near where I live and where I walk Rocket frequently, I saw, great blue herons are a fairly regular sighting along the river there. But the other day I saw a bird that was unfamiliar to me because it was shaped kind of somewhere in between like a duck and a heron, but the feathers were all black, and yet it had like an orange beak like a crow, but it was definitely not it was not shaped like a crow. It was not a crow. And it was like I was like, what is that? Is that some kind of a heron with all black feathers? And I was not aware of that, and I was curious. And then the other, a later day, a couple days later, I encounter a group of guys who are marveling about, what a weird bird. I've never seen one of those before. And I realized certainly, so like I brought up that my own recent sighting turned out we were literally talking about the same bird. It was right over there. And so I was still just curious, didn't know what kind of bird it was. But then later, as I continued my walk, I saw some nice ladies with looking at stuff through binoculars. And I said, I bet they know. And as it turns out, just based on my description, they said, I bet it's a cormorant. And then I looked up pictures of cormorants, and you know what? That is exactly what it was. Now, you could really raise the question of whether or not knowing that the bird I saw was a cormorant, or for that matter, seeing a cormorant in the first place, materially improves my life in any meaningful way, but it made me happy to see a bird that I hadn't seen before, and then now I know it's a cormorant. So yeah, um, got to take them where you can get them, I guess, on sick days. But I'm going to leave it there, and I will talk to you all tomorrow for 5 more minutes, and hopefully I will feel better.